Hello, one and all, and welcome to the Bog Frog Book Pod mini episode. Today, I am joined by a woman who loves her writing and is much more famous than her husband, James.
Hey, what's up? I don't really know what I write, but I write. It could be nonfiction, could be a journalist work. It's unclear to me.
And I am also joined by Ningen Isu, the human chair. Seth.
You'd think that, there's only two types of women in this world. But in reality, every woman is as different as a fingerprint. They don't want you to know this, but I'm real good at knowing this.
Edogawa Rampo, feminist.
You saying that is feminist. Yeah.
Wait, 1 sec.
Okay, yeah.
I'm also might not be real?
I'm clapping?
It's unclear. Oh, you're clapping. Okay, that doesn't come through on Discord.
I know, but it'll come out on the recording.
Okay, cool. But yeah, you might also be lying about being a chair.
You might be. It's unclear.
It's not as unclear as I would prefer.
I really didn't like it's like the chair you're sitting in. That was not. That made me so uncomfy. It's great. It just made me feel bad.
We didn't talk about this before. Should have talked about this before. Are we gonna do like any history on this author? I didn't do it.
I figured Seth would have. It's one of his.
Not a lot, not as much as like a normal episode.
Yeah.
So yeah, for those tuning in,
pull up his Wikipedia
first, or I do just literally have Wikipedia open, but I have like a little bit more.
I'm also gonna have it open. I want to do some reading.
We covered The Human Chair by Edogawa Rampo. Edogawa Rampo, real name Taro Hirai, was born in 1894. Died in 1965 at the age of 70. He was a very famous Japanese novelist and literary critic. Mostly famous for two things. He created the popular detective hero Kogoro Akechi of Persona 5 rival game fame. And also, his work is instrumental in forming the basis of what is considered the Eroguro nonsense movement, which I'll go into a little bit more in a moment.
I was going to say, you might have to expand on that, because I'm familiar with Eroguro, but the nonsense
we'll get into that in a moment. I don't have a ton to,
Okay.
The name Edogawa Rampo is kind of a play on Edgar Allan Poe, which is
very funny.
That was very, very influential towards him.
The PDF you can find of this, which is how I read it, is cut out of a book. It includes a little biography beforehand, and it mentions that. And I was staring at it. I was like, "Hey, wait a second! His name! Oh my god!" I felt like I had seen through the Matrix. I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, he wrote a lot of mystery fiction, a lot of weird fiction, a lot of thriller fiction. He did a bunch of stuff that we're not going to really get into. This is one of his most famous works, The Human Chair. It was adapted by Junji Ito as well. I've seen, I think it's also in a few other places, but I don't really know. That's the one I'm most familiar with. But
I would love a film adaptation. I think it could work.
I have thought, because I'm in a screenwriting class right now, I've thought a lot about how I would even attempt to do that.
It'd be sick.
Because I legitimately don't know how you do it. It's just maybe. So yeah, The Human Chair and other things that he wrote are kind of in this zone. The Human Chair kind of predates this movement a little bit by 3 or 4 years. The Eroguro nonsense movement, which is Eroguro is erotic grotesque.
Yeah.
Basically just things that have to do with non-traditional sexuality. Normally, I was first introduced to this because it's a lot of gore stuff. So
Yeah.
when I was in like middle school or something, some people would show me pictures that I was not mentally prepared to see on like a
Oh, yeah.
developmental level.
That makes sense.
You see that shit on 4chan and you're like, oh.
You're like, oh.
So thrown up in your mouth.
That one
Like,
GIF
ugh.
that people post of that
Oh,
that
man.
girl in the computer.
That
I
upsets
don't
me.
like
I
that
don't
one.
like that one.
A lot, but Eroguro also has a lot of bases in like it's a very like anti-fascist movement of literature. A lot of Eroguro characters wear like military uniforms, shit like that. The famous ones I can think of are like Shoujo Tsubaki or Midori, which Mara just made a video about, or Hitachi Lychee Light Club or something, which is crazy manga. Cool shit. Eroguro nonsense is erotic, grotesque nonsense, where it's basically just like completely off the walls, erotic Eroguro ideals, which is, you know, like what if somebody was really into being a chair, forever.
Everyone clapped.
So yeah, that's all. I don't really have much else to say. There's a decently high chance we might actually end up covering one of his actual novels. The Fiend with 20 Faces is one that we'll probably get to at some point. That's a big one.
Fun.
That will be fun. It's pretty neat. So I'll just quick basis of what The Human Chair is for those who did not read it, which you should read it. It's not very long.
It's very short
too.
and it's fun. It's some good old Crypt Creeper shit.
It's a good fucking read.
I liked it.
I liked it quite a bit. About a woman who's an author who's more famous than her husband, who is a politician, who is reading a bunch of fan mail, and she talks about I don't really give a shit about these people, but like I'm courteous. I'm a courteous Japanese woman, so like
She said it's her like womanly nature. It's like
yeah, it's her womanly nature is the way it's said.
Yeah, I don't really love that.
There's some gender stuff that's interesting.
A little bit of gender stuff in here that's not good.
A lot of gender stuff.
And then she's reading this like manuscript basically about this hideous man who happens to be really, really good at making chairs and becomes so obsessed with this one chair that he is tasked with making that he crawls inside of it. And like he makes a little place for himself inside of it.
I mean, who amongst us?
Who amongst us? And
I think it'd be fun.
Lives inside of it and sneaks out in the middle of the night to like, you know, go to the bathroom or eat or whatever. But the entire day he is just sitting and feeling people who sit in him because he's a chair in a hotel.
Hilarious.
And eventually, that chair is sold to a politician, and he gets very excited that he's going to be sat on by the politician's Japanese wife, and it's revealed, oh no, it's the writer, except it is then revealed, haha, JK.
Oh, it was a prank.
Unless no,
JK, I'll just have a good time. So what did you guys think of The Human Chair?
I really liked it. I don't like that ending. I think the ending's lame.
I
wish it was more ambiguous, or it wasn't like that at all.
It's pretty. I feel like it's still pretty ambiguous.
I don't think it's that ambiguous. It's just like, nah, I made that up.
But what if
Sorry.
he's lying?
Well, there's
He's
not
lying.
that. There's a way to check.
Engage
Just
your
open the damn
imagination.
chair up. It's not
But
that
then
hard.
you ruin your chair.
Yeah, what the fuck, James?
I'm okay with
Consider it?
doing that. I'm okay with ruining my
It's
chair.
a
for the
really
guy
good
in
chair,
it.
though. You
It's
wouldn't
a
wanna ruin
sick
it.
ass chair, dude.
Okay, then I just start like poking it with like a knife.
Dude, why?
Then it's gonna
Because if
blow
it
ruin the
up.
chair.
screams, I know
Dude.
what's going on.
You'd ruin the chair, though.
But
I
you
flip the
think-
chair over. I stab it from below.
What's your problem, man?
I think there's a way to solve this problem.
But have you considered that that's not part of your whatever the fuck? That's not part of your like woman's intuition or whatever.
That
Yeah,
is
come on,
part of
man.
That is true. I hadn't considered the woman's
You haven't
intuition.
considered that you live in a society that is in a world that is very gendered, according to Edogawa Rampo.
Biologically so.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
did-
This what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say I did just accidentally close the tab that had the story on it. So all the time.
Nice, dude.
So now I'm hunted for that again.
Okay, but yeah. But yeah, I read this for the first time. I read like the Junji Ito adaptation forever ago,
Yeah,
and was like, that's a crazy idea. What's going on there? And then I reread this story recently, like a few months ago, and then immediately put it on the docket because it's fun. And then rereading it again, I'm like, yeah, this is like, it's just such a good, like, creepy little story.
It's good. You could read this in EC Comics. It would be great.
It would be great. I love. I mean, there is that kind of one. It's just like it's a weird, an uncomfortable idea. It's so like bizarre, but like just. I mean, like realistic isn't, but it feels just plausible enough
that it makes you uncomfy.
It's the type of story that makes you look over your shoulder, right? Like, it's like ooh.
Makes you look over your shoulder at the chair that you're sitting in while you read it. Yeah. And you're like,
that's
fuck,
good.
like a guy getting off to the feeling of my body.
I don't.
Really funny.
Ugh, God.
I think it's really funny because initially he does it. One, he thinks the chair rocks, and he wishes he could like be the type of person who was in the chair. Two, he wants to steal shit. Yeah, like he's like
so funny.
I obviously was just gonna steal things. I'm like, what? I thought you were gonna be a pervert about it, but yeah, stealing's okay, I guess.
For me,
and then he's a pervert about it afterwards. I was like, oh, okay, there we go.
For me, that was easily the funniest bit where he's like, yeah, clearly I did this so I could steal a ton from that hotel, because of course.
So I could steal a ton from that hotel, which means, of course, I was pretty wealthy. Now,
he does really well for himself.
Which confused me. What is he stealing from the hotel?
Just objects,
like gold candle holders,
like candelabras.
Like,
where does he like sell them? Like,
why does he like stockpile?
He can't walk.
He's stockpiling them in the chair.
Yeah, but where in the chair, dude?
I think he's stealing like loose
got
change
room in there.
and shit. You know. He's stealing like little like you know, maybe I don't know, maybe there's like slits on the side of the chair and he can kind of like grab jewelry and things. He can't
really
walk
wealthy
after
off
a certain
it.
point.
Well, yeah, he says he
talks
has to
about how he needs to crawl on. Like, can he sell these? You know,
I just think that's why I think he's stockpiling items to sell later.
I mean, you live in a chair. Like, how much material?
You do have very minimal expenses at that point, I guess.
Yeah.
So
very minimalist lifestyle.
Very, like, I don't know. This kind of plays on the same fear. This is something that I used to freak out about all the time.
Oh.
You know those like stories of people being like, "Hey, like food is disappearing from my house, like weirdly."
Oh yeah.
And then they go up to like their attic and somebody has been living there for like
the
months,
worst thing ever.
Which is like
a cool game about that.
Maybe.
Play that story. Highly recommend it.
That used to always freak the fuck out of me, just like as a concept. Yeah. Like I don't like the idea of somebody being in my home and I don't know about it.
No, I mean, it freaks me the hell out. Yeah.
Who amongst us would be super down with that?
But also,
I just love this.
The layer of like perversion of this, of him just like really just getting into like categorizing and feeling these people and being like, we're really intimate and they don't even know. It's so bizarre. It's like so. It is like, I mean, obviously, like it's bad. This is a bad.
Yeah,
thing.
It's not good. I don't think anyone's gonna say A+. You know, you did a chair.
It starts clapping.
Wonder,
it's like, thank God someone decided to do this.
Is there chair people? I'm not like big enough in like the BDSM community or
the niche fetish. There's gotta be chair people.
There has to be chair people.
I feel like I'd be more surprised if there weren't.
Wasn't
quite frankly. Yeah.
If you know about the chair people, find me on Sethamphetamine on Blue Sky and tell me about it. I'm not even joking. I kind of want to know.
I'll ask some people.
I would say more so if you yourself are a chair fetishist, let me know. I'm curious.
Tell me about it. I'll interview you.
I might. I'm not, but
I didn't volunteer you. This is for me.
Fair enough, you know?
This is for my own curiosity.
For me, you fuck. I'll kill you.
But like, yeah, but it's so like beyond an understandable. I guess it's not like completely not understandable. It's still like it's intimacy.
I was gonna say it's intimacy. It's like skinship. I get it.
Ugh.
But it's so like it's just in such a way that is so beyond anything that I could like ever come up with on my own. Like
Really?
My
You would never
horniest
get
moment
there.
as a teenager could never come up with I want to be a chair that hundreds of women sit in, and I can just kind of like feel what's up with that.
I can
I'm not
feel
getting-
the asses of 100 women sitting in me.
That's
Is really
different though.
deeply unique. Well,
Not
I
that
feel like it's in the same
It's
vein.
not as different as you'd think.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I feel
'Cause
like
he
that's
talks about how, like,
different
the
'cause
leather
I feel
is, like-
the desire would be that they would like know. I think the hidden aspect of this makes it beyond my understanding.
So you're not a voyeur. That's like different.
I don't want to watch people who don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe that's
That's
I'll
the
figure it out.
line there.
I'll start
yeah.
taking pictures of things. I'm sure I'll get it.
Yeah. Yeah, you love a camera.
Yeah, like I'll get there. I'll start like
Yeah.
like I understand it and I appreciate it. I'm a Brian De Palma fan.
You understand.
Where's Brian De Palma's adaptation of The Human Chair?
You in the hell that is
true.
the Oculus.
Ugh. I don't want it. I don't know. I'd like. It's just it creeps me out. It creeps me out a little bit. Believe it or not, I don't like it. I don't want the
Ripley's?
idea. What?
Ripley's, believe it or not.
Believe it or not,
Believe it or not.
I went
No
to one
way.
recently.
Recently?
shit.
I'm sorry, what the fuck?
Yeah, I went to like.
Let's talk about
I guess
that.
Yeah. So you remember not long after you visited, actually.
Okay.
My friend of the pod, Nick,
Yeah.
also came to visit.
Yes, I remember
And-
this.
We went to San Francisco for
Very
like
cool.
one of his last days here,
Naturally.
and we were just kind of killing time before we went to go see 2001: A Space Odyssey on 35mm at the Roxy Cinema, and we were just like, okay, what do we do? We were walking around and we saw that there was a Ripley's, believe it or not, and we went in and we looked around. I don't know. I've been there a few times as a kid as well. I don't think I really thought about how the like ambient racist aura around. The
Yeah,
whole
the
thing.
Yes.
general exploitation of it all.
It hits
Yeah, I don't
very
think-
crazy as an adult.
Yeah, I don't think I was there. I don't think I was
Yeah,
there until
you had it. Yeah,
that
Who would
moment,
be,
and then
you know?
it all came crashing down.
it's like that when we went to the train museum and we were reading the Manifest Destiny plaque and getting sad.
Yeah,
It's like that.
It's
Like,
getting
oh.
really, it's getting really sad about it.
like this is no good.
It's like, oh no, oh no.
Ah, fuck.
Shit.
But I do like hanging out with my friend the Fiji Mermaid.
I mean,
Oh, was the
Fiji
Fiji mermaid at the fucking
I
San
don't know
Francisco
if it's
one?
a real one or if it's like a.
Oh,
well,
I
you have
kind of
to
doubt
believe
it's
it or
a
not.
real. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if it makes you feel better, none of them are real.
Yeah, I guess that is true. I don't know if this is the real fake one,
If it's
Yes.
the Fiji mermaid.
but I like looking at an approximation and thinking about it and being like,
Just think about like
"Ah."
the creativity and the.
Yeah, or like the things are what is it? Sir Arthur Conan Doyle making up fairies.
Yeah,
Maybe.
dude loved making fake fairies.
It was fucking
Shit's so rad.
He had nothing else
What-
to do.
But let's get back to the topic of guy who likes making real chairs.
Yeah, he does like making. He's really good at it.
Maybe,
Even though he's so ugly.
but yeah,
he might be bad.
Hideous.
I guess we can talk about the ending real quick.
Yeah.
Which is it's fine.
Oh.
I don't know. I like.
Average.
I don't
Yeah,
really.
I don't know.
Yeah, like it does end on a like kind of
Deflationary moment.
Yeah, it's like, well, why did you have to do that?
It's like really.
I guess
And,
what else do
like
you
to
do?
such a degree that it reminded me of like old like Hays Code movies, and it's just like, you can't ever like not Hays Code, but it's League of Gentlemen. It's a heist movie, right? They do a heist. It's all these people have been slighted by the government, and they do the heist, and you're like, yeah! And then they all get sent to jail at the end. And it's like, oh, okay,
what the fuck?
That kind of sucks. that kind of sucks.
All right, whatever. Or like
That's
like
ass.
the Chinese ending of Fight Club, where it's like the police showed up and stopped the bombings, and everybody went to prison.
Oh, really? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's just like a thing, like text on the screen that says that, and it just cuts off the last couple minutes.
Oh, that's really fucking funny.
It's
so
pretty
funny.
But yeah, it is kind of that. I'm curious. I don't even think we know why.
No.
It ends like that. I do know the Junji Ito story does like reimagine. It does like change the ending a little bit. It's like sort of a sequel.
Makes sense.
Which, I mean, give that a go.
Yeah,
Junji
I
Ito?
thought
Kinda
about
cool.
reading it because like
That's
it's
pretty
Junji
soon.
Ito, and it can't be that bad.
Pretty good.
It's at least gonna
Also-
look good.
And it's gonna look very good. It is very like a weird deflationary thing that I don't really love. Every time I get there, I'm kind of like, okay, whatever, who cares?
Like, all right, well,
Why'd you do that to
would-
me?
I
It
wouldn't
is
have
funny
done
how
that.
it's like the last moment though.
It really, like, again, that's why it feels so like inserted in. Like it doesn't feel.
So she gets
Yeah,
up and she's like freaking out, and then somebody comes in and is like, actually, here's
Now,
the
hold on there,
Madam, it's
sir.
all a bunch of horse shit. It's like, okay,
It's all
well.
lies. And I mean, like, I think there is like a little bit of room, I guess, where you could be like, well, that's also a lie.
That's the thing. I wish it was easier for you
To
to
do
read
that.
it that way. Like
Yeah.
I wish that ambiguity was there. Because I think that's even better than it being real. It's like, oh fuck, oh god, like,
like, oh,
do I stab my cool chair? Like, you never get
yeah,
to the point.
you're left being anxious about every chair ever.
I guess.
It's a very cool tension.
I guess stabbing the cool chair wouldn't work actually because he's outside the chair is what he says. He says he's like roaming the grounds. Which, again, that's even less scary to me. Like that, I remember hitting that point and then being like, "No, he should be in the chair
Yeah, you should
right
be in the
now."
chair. You should be like,
because
doing
then you get the
while
moment of
she's
like
reading
she like thinks like, "Do I feel it moving?" Right, like you get that. It's like,
Yeah.
oh fuck. But yeah, there's none of that. It's such a disappointing moment at the end of that. A very, very cool story. One other bit of critique is, at least in the version I read, I don't know how many times it's been translated, but at least the version I read, I found a lot of the prose really stilted in a way that made me wonder if the translation was bad, or if that is just the way he writes. It might be. It's 1920s horror story writing. Like I imagine things have just changed, but also I just don't know.
James hates the Japanese and their art forms.
I'm always saying it. Yeah, that's me. That's me. Yeah.
Tragic.
I
That
thought it was
was-
alright. I don't recall anything like super stilted, but I don't
Mhm.
know like what translation.
Yeah. It doesn't say on the version. I could actually no. It does say. James B. Harris, you son of a bitch.
James B.
Harris. James be good. Johnny be good.
Wonder who did
Yeah.
mine. Oh, mine's also James B. Harris.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me see.
It could also just be a taste thing then.
Maybe you're stupid.
I could be stupid. I fully recognize that this is a thing that is possible about
Maybe
me.
you're fucking dumb. Actually,
What if you just read it wrong? You ever
What
consider that?
you know what? I've been told that happens sometimes. I could read it again.
What if you're bad
I'll
at
do
art,
it right
dude?
now? Actually,
I'm trying to find this.
He's
Is
fucking
not
bad
going
at
well.
making art.
it's for ours. It's like at the top of the title.
I'm trying real hard.
Oh, he's trying so hard, folks.
Dude, we believe in you.
Yeah, James B. Harris. Yeah, maybe you're just dumb. I don't know.
It's probably just
Fuck
me.
you.
Yeah, fuck you. Actually,
Do you want to know what we're reading next?
Yeah.
Let's find
Maybe.
out. I have wheelofnames.com open. I've loaded up all of the things. I said it at the end of the last episode, but please suggest more short stories.
Yeah.
We're running low.
I should have added more in this intro.
You said you were going to at the end of the last episode.
I did. I
And-
totally
you
fucked up.
forgot. It's okay. I thought about sending it to you while I was editing it, and I heard that, but it's fine.
You sabotaged me.
Woo! We're spinning. Woo! 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 Yay! We're spinning. Whoopee! Whoopee! Yippee!
Okay.
Something called. Who is this by? The Yellow Wallpaper by Charlotte Perkins Gilman from 1892.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Wait.
Did you put this in there?
Maybe. I don't remember it. Let's search the Yellow Wallpaper.
I've
see
never
what it's
heard of
about.
this in my entire life.
This,
You're
I
right.
mean, it's. No, not. I don't want to actually read it. I need a summary. Give me a Wikipedia.
Okay, Google.
I think
give
I
me a
did
summary.
Put this on there. It is regarded as an important early work of American feminist literature for its illustration
Sounds
of the
like you.
attitudes towards mental and physical health. It is also lauded as an excellent work of horror fiction. The story is written as a collection of journal entries narrated in the first person. The journal is written by a woman whose physician husband has rented an old mansion for the summer. And then I'm not going to read more.
This seems like
But
this seems like something that one of us had heard of because of Michael Lutz.
100%. This
Okay.
is probably a range touch infection. But it looks cool. Especially the journal entry thing. I do
Yeah, like I
like.
guess. Whatever.
God, the
All right, yeah,
Even
next.
yeah.
Yellow Wallpaper.
there's a movie. We have to watch the movie.
We
Okay.
have to watch the movie.
Yeah, it's the Yellow Wallpaper from 2011, direct-to-video gothic thriller film directed by
Whoa.
Logan Thomas, who I'm
Whoa.
not, whose name is not Blue on Wikipedia.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna read the Yellow Wallpaper. We're gonna watch the movie.
All right,
Does it
let's-
have
Yeah,
anyone
fuck it,
I
sure.
recognize? Eric Cushing is in this. Juliet
Okay.
Landau, Dale Dickey, Raymond J. Barry, Veronica Cartwright, Michael Moriarty. Those are the only
Leave
people I
Michael
know.
Moriarty? That's a guy.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
All
So
right.
what's he in?
That's something.
Michael Moriarty. He's in a lot. He's in Pale Rider, which you haven't seen yet, but he's
Okay,
there.
I haven't.
And
seen
I
it
also
yet.
haven't seen yet.
Oh, he's in
He's
the
in
first
a lot.
Troll.
He isn't. He's the dad in the first Troll.
I'm looking
He's
at
in a
it.
lot of Larry.
Interesting.
Cohen films.
Wow, his Wikipedia is thorough for someone who does not have a photo.
He
Oh.
you might know. Have you ever listened to the bonus, the Just King Things bonus?
I was gonna
series?
say he was on Return to Salem's Lot.
Yeah, he's the dad in Return to Salem's Lot.
Huh.
He's in the
All right.
stuff. He's in It's Alive 3, Island of the Alive.
This is gonna be good. This is gonna be a good episode. I'm jazzed for this now. I will take on the historical burden for this one.
All right.
And yeah, look forward to the Yellow Wallpaper.
Yeah, I guess.
In
Whatever.
like a few weeks, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Probably like 2 weeks or so. Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
tomorrow.
Nope,
No.
nope, not that.
Tomorrow.
Logan Thomas
Did
does have a Wikipedia page. It's just not linked properly on Wikipedia.
Interesting.
What are we doing?
What are
Get
we
your
doing?
shit together.
The first line
Wake
of
up,
the
America.
the most popular review of this movie on Letterboxd is utter garbage in all caps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be here to set the record straight about
We're gonna
the us three white guys here to tell you about this adaptation of an important piece of feminist literature.
It's gonna be good. See y'all then. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.